Well, hello there, floral lovers. This video is just for you. Today, we are going to be talking about the best-selling Scentsy fragrances for the floral category. Now, florals, I say florals are not my favorite, but some of them that we're going to talk about today, I really enjoy. So I don't know what that says about me. I always say I don't like florals, but hang out because we're going to be talking about some good ones today. Pardon me, I didn't even introduce myself. My name is Jami Jo, and you have found Jami Jo Sells Wax here on YouTube. I have this channel just to talk to you guys about all the goodness that Scentsy has for you. We talk about new products. We talk about warmer reviews and all the details of warmers. We talk about fragrance reviews. I make suggestions for you guys. Just if it's Scentsy goodness, that's what it's here for. That's what I'm here for. And that's what this channel is. Guys, already, thanks for hanging out with me. Let me tell you, chemo did some really crazy things to my brain. I go off on tangents. I get off on stories that don't really pertain to the subject. It's kind of like ADHD, only more. It's fun, friends. This is a 6-pack pick for today. Isn't it beautiful? I love the colors of this 6-pack pick. Now, why do I do 6? There's not really 6 best-selling fragrances in the floral category. These 3 are listed as best sellers. These 3, I have taken liberty to add them into this 6-pack pick. I do a 6-pack pick because that is the best way to buy your Scentsy wax. There's a discount involved, and we'll talk about that after we talk about these fragrances. We're going to start with Blooming Marvelous. Blooming Marvelous. I am really intrigued that this is listed as a bestseller. I don't know that I sell a lot of it. I don't necessarily love it, but evidently a lot of people do because it's listed as a bestseller. It's very light. It is Spring Blossoms, Red Currant, and Golden Amber. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not offensive to me, but it's just not one that I would smell and go, yeah, that one, that's one of them that I want. However, if you like Red Currant, Golden Amber, and Spring Blossoms, maybe you'll love this fragrance. I didn't say it was a bestseller. Scentsy did. Take it up with them. This next one absolutely is a bestseller. It is Luna. Luna is actually the best-selling Scentsy fragrance of all time, of always and forever. This is the top-selling fragrance. I remember when this fragrance came out. I don't remember the exact year. I can't tell you. But I do remember that Luna came out just right before Layers started. Layers was the precursor for our body line. And I remember when Layers was launched, I was at a leadership event, so it was just the top leaders in the company, and they gave us a hand cream in Luna. And we all loved it. And that entire resort in Mexico smelled like Luna the rest of the week because we were all using that hand cream. So the smell of Luna just kind of takes me back to that resort and that event. That is called scent memory. And it's a real thing. Like when you smell a fragrance, what does it remind you of? It doesn't happen with every fragrance, but there are some definite fragrances that will take you back to another time in your life with another memory. And Luna is that for me. I guess you guys want to know what Luna is. Luna is just like a happy little mix of all the flowers. It's got jasmine, it's got sweet pea, it's got freesia, but then it also has berries and sandalwood. So it's a happy little mix of florals, of fruity, of woodsy. It is so good. Honestly, I kind of burned myself out on it because I used it so much, but smelling it now, I'm really enjoying it, and maybe I need to give it another try. Luna is so good, and it definitely is a top-selling fragrance. Provence Lavender. So fun story about this fragrance. We got Provence Lavender as we call them room drops, kind of like a surprise gift. We got it on one of the incentive trips like 5 or 6 years ago. We did a Mediterranean cruise. One of the stops was in Provence Lavender. They had this bar specially made for us as a gift. So many of us loved it and wanted more of it because we only got one bar. We begged and begged and begged, and they listened to us and they made it into a bar for everyone, and it's now in the catalog. It was a scent of the month last year. I don't remember which month, but now it is a catalog fragrance. If you love lavender, this is it. It's straight in your face lavender. Interesting thing is Provence is in France, and this is Provence lavender, but this is more of like a French lavender in my opinion. Or no, an English lavender in my opinion. We have had a fragrance called French lavender. To me, it was like a fake floral scent. This is like the real deal. Legit lavender buds on a plant, which makes me think of English lavender. My 2 cents. This is not listed as a bestseller, but it really is a good seller because they brought it back. It's Heirloom Rose. I have some customers that are die-hard rose fans, and they were so glad when this was brought back. It definitely is just straight in your face rose. It reminds me of something from my childhood. Do you remember those little, well, if you're my age, if you're in your 40s, do you remember those little oil ball things that we used to drop in the bathtub? Girls, I'm sure you remember these. This makes me think of that. One of them had to have been rose fragranced. I just remember we had a little dish of them next to the bathtub, and I would beg my mom to use those little oil ball things. And on a rare occasion, she would say yes, and I would get to use one. And this is exactly what it reminds me of. Now, this next fragrance is not one of my favorites, but it definitely is a top seller when I do events or when I do home parties, and it is Lilacs and Violet. It is very florally. It is not my jam at all, but I know a lot of people love it. It reminds me of a little old granny. And I love my granny, but don't want my house smelling like her. I know she won't watch this, so I can say that. Lilacs and Violet. I mean, the name tells you it's lilacs and violet. A perfect combination of lilacs and violet. The smell of spring. That's what the catalog says. There you go. Now, I'm rounding it out with a fragrance that is technically from the fresh category. It's from the fresh category. It's not listed as a bestseller. So why am I putting it in this 6-pack pick? I don't know why it's in the fresh category, friends, because it's 3 different floral fragrances. It's a mix of baby freesia, lavender, and sweet pea, but they put it in the fresh category. They didn't ask my opinion. I don't know why they did that. And it's not listed as a bestseller, but it is like one of the few fragrances that we can get in almost every product in the entire catalog or entire website. So to me, that means it's a really good selling fragrance if they would invest to put it in that many different product lines. So to me, this is floral and it is a bestseller. Jami Time. It is so good. This is one of my favorites to warm in my bedroom. I love to have Jami Time going in my bedroom. All right, guys, that is the 6-pack pick. I teased you at the first of the video, like, why do we do a 6-pack pick? It's because that's the most affordable way to get your Scentsy bars. If you jump on my website, which is Jami Jo Sells Wax, if you put in 6 different Scentsy bars, they don't have to be the 6. They don't have to all be the same. You get to choose, you get to mix and match. As long as there are 6, you are going to get 10% off of all 6 of those. But I can sweeten the deal a little bit better. If you text me your order, when you choose 5, I'm going to give you 1 free. So on the website, the 10% off would save you $30.60. If you text me and I do my special deal, I save you $6. So every little bit helps, especially in this economy. If you want to get even better discounts, I can start you an affiliate link on my website. You just share it out with your friends and family, encourage them to shop. And when they do, you are going to start earning discounts, credits, all kinds of fun stuff that gets you cheaper prices. That's what we're in it for, right? If you really love Scentsy, if you have like a Scentsy obsession, you really should think about just starting an account yourself. You could do that. $99 is like the deluxe kit, but we can always get kits cheaper than that. And I am here to mentor you along the way. If you're doing it just for rebates for yourself, perhaps you want to do it as a hobby for your friends and family. Maybe you need some legit side cash and you're looking at doing it as a business. I don't care what what choice of those you're making. I'm here to mentor you. I will not push you. I will not pressure you. I'm just here to help you along the way. I've been doing this for over 17 years, and you know, I've done all of those. I started just for the rebates. I jumped into it as a hobby, and then I've moved on to a full-time business. So I've been through every step of the business, and I'm happy to mentor you along the way as well. Whew, 10 minutes. Wow. I've been talking a long time. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I would love it if you would like this video and subscribe to my channel so you always know when I have a new video coming up. Guys, like I said, thanks for hanging out with me. My name is Jami Jo, and I'm here to make your nose happy.